We're back at Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach, and I am here with Janet Buck. She is the nutrition coordinator, and we're going to learn about some of the nutrition services that are provided here. Hi, Janet.
Hi, Melissa, thank you.
So I have a feeling a lot of people probably don't know about you or all the amazing work that you do. Can you give us an idea of what's involved with your job? What sort of nutrition services are available for people at Matt Talbot?
Okay, yeah, sure. Well, one of the things that I do is I'm a licensed medical nutrition therapist. So that means that I am qualified to give nutrition counseling to people that have nutrition-related health issues. So things like if they have hypertension, heart disease, liver disease, kidney disease, want to do weight loss, eating disorders, food allergies. I'm available for a whole gamut of different nutrition-related health issues and have the qualifications to do that. So that's one thing that I do here, meet individually with folks for their therapy, their counseling. I also teach cooking classes. I have cooking classes for adults and for children. We call the Kids One Kids Cafe for children and food education. I have one series that runs during the school year and another one that we have during the summertime. And we do call it Kids Garden and Cafe because typically the children have come here and we go outside to our vegetable and herb garden and we have some fruit too, and take the kids around, have them harvest if there's things that can be harvested, and oftentimes I'll specifically have them harvest something that they can bring in and we'll do then for the food prep part of the class. So do that during the year, the growing season. And the same thing for the adult classes. I like to teach them how to cook or prepare foods that are seasonal, where the foods are seasonal, because of course they taste better and they're less expensive when you get foods that are in season. So we often take the adults out there too. And we have herbs, so we can go harvest our own herbs and use those in our cooking. So those things are probably what take up most of my time. Plus I sort of supervise the garden and making sure that we have some produce out there that we can use and checking to see what's ripe and ready to use at any given time. So those are really the things that take up most of my time. I do, newsletter articles. I post on Facebook too. If you're not on our Facebook site, that would be a great thing to look at, not just for nutrition, but for all the services that we offer here.
Talk about some of the feedback that you get from the different people that you've been able to serve.
Well, from the adults in particular, I hear sometimes, because a lot of our folks that we have come here have had some problems in their lives, and a lot of times they've gone through maybe a treatment program and they're working on getting back on their own 2 feet. One gentleman told me this is the first thing, because I give them a little certificate at the end of the class, and he said, this is the first thing I've finished in years. He said, I don't remember how long since I've finished something, and he just seems so happy. They'll look at a meal that they've made, because we always try to make a complete meal with all 5 food groups, and they're just glowing. They're like, look what we did. People just feel so much, I think, self-pride in being able to do something like that, because a lot of times they haven't had a lot of success in their lives, and they just helped make a meal. So. And I think it's also a very powerful tool to use to teach about nutrition, because a lot of times we'll have meals that are meatless, and I don't make a point of that at all, but I've had people say to me, you don't use a lot of meat in your meals, do you? And I said, well, no, not necessarily. And even when we do have meat, we usually don't have it as a big, the main course. We'll have it incorporated into a stir fry or a casserole or something else that we're making, so that, again, because for the cost effectiveness and health reasons too. But so you can just make some very strong nutrition health points to people without lecturing at all about it or even mentioning it, and people sometimes pick up on that that's what you're doing. So it seems really powerful to me.
I know you mentioned the kiddos too. Why do you think, you know, this early education with gardening and nutrition with kids is so important?
Oh, because so many reasons. I mean, I just think for health, you know, teaching folks to eat food that's fresh as it comes from the earth, without lots of additives, preservatives, processing. You know, a lot of children's, and adults too for that matter, their only exposure to potatoes is French fries or potato chips, you know, but you can also have potatoes that you dig out of the ground and you get all of the nutrients that are there that nature's put in there. So I think learning that connection about where your food comes from and then learning how to prepare it in a healthful manner. So many times too, I think people think that if food's healthy, it doesn't taste good, and I want to dispel that myth totally, because fresh food is delicious if you prepare it in a tasty manner. So, so just knowing where their food comes from, how to prepare it. So many of our chronic diseases in this country and around the world actually are due to the way we eat and being overweight. So I just think, you know, that all ties into being healthy and helping better the world in years to come. So,
are there any other things that our viewers should know about nutrition services, some of the work that you're doing?
Well, I do want to make sure that folks know that our meals are open to anyone. No questions asked. People can come eat here if they need to. And likewise, my services are also available for anyone in the community that would like to get more information about healthy eating, good nutrition. So yeah, they can come. And folks, I'm available for consultation too for our hunger relief teams, the teams that make our meals here. So people can come talk to me about planning healthy meals. And again, that's available to anyone in the community that would want more information about that. So
what you do is a key part of reinforcing the mission of Matt Talbot as well. So congratulations on everything you're doing and keep it up.
Thank you.